Did you know that after turning 40 your body doesn't respond the same as before? It is a reality that many notice but few understand in depth. Maybe you have felt that you no longer recover as quickly, that climbing stairs takes a little more effort, or that you lack energy even after sleeping well. It's as if your body were shifting gears, forcing you to pay more attention to it. But this doesn't mean that you are aging badly or that you should stop moving. Quite the opposite. It means the perfect moment has come to start taking care of yourself with more awareness and strategy. Today I'm going to show you how you can resume exercise, or start from zero, in a safe, effective way, and most importantly, without fear of injury. Maybe you've been thinking for a while about doing something for your health, but you don't know where to begin. Routine, work, family, or simply tiredness get in the way again and again. And also, with all the information out there, it's easy to feel confused or overwhelmed. But let me tell you something. You don't need to do complicated routines, nor kill yourself at the gym, nor change everything all at once. The only thing you need is a clear, realistic guide adapted to your age and lifestyle. Because staying active after 40 is not only possible, but it can completely change your physical health, your mood, and even your relationship with your body. So if you want to feel stronger, with more vitality, and live each day with greater well-being, stay with me until the end. We're going to walk this path together, step by step. With the passing of the years, it is normal that the body begins to show signs of wear. It is not something negative, it is part of the natural process of living. Flexibility starts to decrease, muscles atrophy if they are not worked, and joints can become more sensitive. In addition, recovery is no longer as quick as before. A poorly calculated effort can leave you sore for several days. But this doesn't mean you should avoid movement. In fact, the opposite occurs. The more you move, the better your body is preserved. Exercise, when done intelligently, has the power to reverse many of those effects. It improves circulation, strengthens the bones, keeps your muscles active, and revitalizes your metabolism. And no, it doesn't matter if you haven't trained in years. It's never too late to start, and the benefits appear faster than you imagine. The first step is to understand your body. It's not about training like when you were 20, but about adapting movement to your current reality. And that starts with a clear mindset. It's not about doing more, but about doing it better. Starting with gentle movements is fundamental, especially if you've spent time without exercising. Your body needs to get used to movement again, but progressively. Jumping directly into an intense routine is not only counterproductive, but it can also demotivate you from the very first attempt. Before thinking about how many repetitions you'll do or which muscles you'll work, the first, and most important, thing is to prepare your body. Never, under any circumstance, start training cold. Warming up is not optional, it's a necessity. It's like turning on a car in winter. You need to let the engine warm up so it works efficiently and safely. Your muscles, tendons, and joints work the same way. A cold body is a more vulnerable body. That's why dedicate at least 5 to 10 minutes to activate your body. You don't need anything sophisticated. Start with simple joint movements. Gently turn your neck from side to side, make circles with your shoulders forward and backward, move your wrists, hips, ankles. These movements lubricate the joints and wake up the tissues. Then, incorporate dynamic stretches. Swing your legs forward and backward, move your arms in a cross, simulate a light march in place. You can also walk slowly for a few minutes, go up and down stairs at a moderate pace, or even do small jumps if your condition allows it. The important thing is not to sweat, but to wake the body up, raise the temperature a little, and tell it, "We are going to move, get ready." One of the most common, and dangerous, mistakes when starting is wanting to make up for lost time all at once. That initial energy can play against you. Sometimes, out of enthusiasm or anxiety, people try to replicate routines they used to do 10 or 20 years ago, without taking into account that their body now has different needs. The result: exhaustion, unnecessary pains, or even injuries. And that can demotivate you completely. Here it's not about proving strength, but about building it from the base. Body intelligence is knowing when to advance and when to respect your own limits. Training well is not training more, but training better. Give yourself permission to go slowly, to learn each movement, and to enjoy the process without comparing yourself to anyone else. Another frequent mistake is training every day without rest. The body needs pauses to recover and strengthen. Alternating exercise days with active rest days, like walking or doing gentle stretches, is an excellent strategy. And, very importantly, learn to listen to your body. This point can make the difference between steady progress and an injury that forces you to stop. Not everything you feel during exercise is good. Effort is not the same as pain. When you train, it's normal to feel that the muscles are working, that the heart beats stronger, that you breathe faster. That is a sign you're activating yourself. But if a sharp, stabbing, or persistent pain appears in a specific area, stop immediately. That type of pain is not part of training, it is an alert. Sometimes, it's enough to adjust posture or reduce intensity. Other times, it's better to change the exercise for a gentler alternative. The key is to know yourself, respect yourself, and understand that challenging yourself doesn't mean harming yourself. A body that feels safe is a body that progresses without fear. Now then, let's get into action. What exercises can you do if you are starting after 40? This is where many people feel lost. There are so many options that you don't know which one to choose. But don't worry, the answer is not in what's most modern nor in what's most demanding. It's in what's functional. That is, in movements that imitate what you do in daily life: walking, squatting, lifting things, keeping balance. These exercises not only strengthen the muscles, but also improve your ability to move with safety and confidence each day. And the best part, they can be done without excessive impact, without expensive machines, and adapted to your level. The goal is to activate your body, not exhaust it. A very effective one, and often underestimated, is going up and down stairs. That's simple. This movement, which you probably already do at home or at work, is an excellent way to strengthen the legs, the glutes, and the cardiovascular system. Going up, you work the quadriceps and the glutes. Going down, you activate the hamstrings and the stabilizing muscles. It is a complete, functional, and accessible exercise. You can start with just 2 or 3 minutes a day, going up at a slow pace and going down with control. If you feel insecure or lacking balance, support yourself on the handrail without problem. Over time, you'll be able to increase duration, pace, and even use light weights to add difficulty. And the best part is you don't need to leave your house to do it. Another ideal exercise is rowing with a resistance band. You only need a resistance band and a place to attach it. This movement works the back, improves posture, and strengthens the shoulders without impact. Do it slowly, feeling each repetition. You can also incorporate glute bridges into your routine, a simple but very powerful exercise. You only need a mat or a comfortable surface. Lie on your back, bend your knees with feet on the floor, and slowly raise your hips toward the ceiling, contracting the glutes and activating the core. This movement strengthens the lower back, the glutes, and the core, which is key to improving the body's overall stability. A strong core not only makes you more resistant to physical effort, but also prevents back pain, improves posture, and protects your spine. If at first it's hard to keep balance, you can place a pillow between your knees or support your arms at the sides for greater stability. Perform the movement with control, avoiding impulses, and feel how each repetition strengthens your center. Don't forget to include exercises that work balance, a capacity we usually lose with age if we don't train it. And although we often don't give it importance, balance is vital to prevent falls, move with agility, and feel secure in each step. You can begin with something as simple as standing on one foot while you brush your teeth or while waiting for the coffee to heat. Another option is walking in a straight line, as if walking on an imaginary rope, keeping your gaze forward and your arms extended to help. These movements, although they seem basic, activate the neuromuscular system, stimulate coordination, and strengthen the stabilizing muscles of ankles, knees, and hips. They are especially useful if you spend a lot of time sitting or if you feel that your stability is no longer the same as before. The best part of all is that these exercises don't require expensive equipment or sophisticated gyms. You can do them at home, in the park, or even in the office, adapting them to your space and pace. What's important is not how much you do, but how you do it and with what consistency. Start with 1 or 2 sets of each exercise, between 2 and 3 times per week. Choose specific days, integrate them into your daily routine, and little by little, increase the number of repetitions or the duration depending on how you feel. There's no rush. Each body has its own rhythm, and the most important thing is to respect it. Always remember to stay hydrated, breathe deeply, and keep a positive attitude. You don't need to train an hour a day to see changes. Sometimes, with 20 minutes well done, your body begins to respond and you will notice it. The most important thing in this whole process is consistency. You can have the best exercise plan, the best sportswear, or even the best space to train, but if you don't do it regularly, you won't see results. The key is not to do it perfectly, but to do it possible. There will be days when you feel energy and motivation, and others when it's simply hard to start. And that's okay. It's part of the process. What counts is not giving up, keeping moving forward step by step, even when it seems you're going slowly. Because every small action you do today is an investment in your well-being tomorrow. Don't punish yourself if one day you don't train. Come back the next day. That is what makes the difference. Remember that your well-being does not depend on how much weight you can lift nor on how many repetitions you complete in one session. Nor is it about comparing yourself to others or trying to follow a rhythm that is not yours. What is truly valuable is that you move regularly, with intention, with respect for your body. Because every step, however small it seems, counts. Walking 10 minutes, doing a few squats, stretching when you wake up, everything adds up. And with time, that translates into more energy, better mood, less pain, and a real sense of vitality.